I have to be honest, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands dirty again, getting back down to the basics, things I haven't personally done in a long time, fixing them, cleaning them, selling them for profits. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it with this car right here, as well as 2 others. Inside this trailer right here is our first Florida flip. That's right, we're going back to the basics. In episode 1, we went to a donation auction. We're going to an auction to buy some donated vehicles, where we bought 3 inexpensive, cheap cars. And in today's video, we're gonna bring all 3 back to life, and I'm gonna sell them for a profit, hopefully. Let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you everything that's involved in the process, and I'm gonna tell you everything that goes into it during the process, and then how much we make at the end. You're going to join alongside with me. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Let's start on car number 1. Got climbed into this Acura because it's in my trailer and tried to start my car and nothing was happening. So if I go right here, it's just kind of clicking, like nothing's happening. Oh, I hope that's not starter. Is it battery or starter? I'm gonna pop the hood right here. So when I came down here, I took a lot of my tools with me. My garage isn't completely organized yet. And take my vice grips because I already know that hood doesn't stay open on its own. Go in my handy dandy toolbox. I have an Ancel battery tester. Pop the hood, set the vice grips right here to hold the hood from dropping on my head. I'm going to connect the positive and the negative to the terminals, and if there's any juice in this battery, I should get power to my battery tester right away, so we know it's not a completely dead battery. Let's run a quick test. Testing the battery, healthy 100%, 596 cold cranking amps, 100% charge, good battery. Well, that's positive. Let's go back. Battery in vehicle, battery test, check surface, charge, turn lights on. Take headlights on, about 10 seconds, turn lights off. So we'll hit enter. Regular flooded battery. Okay, so let's try this. Turn the headlights on, leave it on for 10 seconds, headlights are on, hit enter. Healthy 100%, charge 34%, internals good, good recharge. So let's do a cranking test. Start engine. You already know it didn't start before, so I'm hoping that's not a starter issue. One key works and one key doesn't. We're already doing this, so let's see. Cranking normal, 10.17 volts. Charging test, loaded test. Increase RPMs to 3,000 and keep it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Voltage normal. Now I can actually review the data with this tool. Healthy 100%. Good recharge. I can print the data if I want to. Print waiting. Go connect to my printer. We're good. Battery's good. We know it. Starter's fine. And wrong key. Must be like a valet key, a door key maybe. At least we know our battery tester works and we have a good battery. Those back. This back in the box. A couple tools that I have in my toolbox that I like using regularly. Battery tester, scan tool. Just your normal, every time I have a car type of product. Anybody can use them. There's a lot of high-tech tools that you don't need. Battery tester is one of the ones that you would want to have in your toolkit for such circumstances. Save you a lot of money from having to go to the parts store and buying a new battery over and over and over again. Actually, the price of that is less expensive than a new battery. There is a link in my description for my Ancel battery analyzer. Right there, you can get it on Amazon. Check it out with the link in my description. One of those must-have tools. Would make a great stocking stuffer or a gift for Christmas as well, so check it out with the link in my description. Now, let's get this thing out of the trailer. I have to be honest, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands dirty again, getting back down to the basics, things I haven't personally done in a long time. This is how I started. I started in Florida, buying cars that weren't that expensive, fixing them, cleaning them, selling them for profits. And in today's video, I'm doing exactly that, just the way I used to. No employees, no help. This is all on me, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it with this car right here, as well as 2 others. Now, in last week's video, we went to a donation auction. You can see charity donation. This car was donated. I have to assume, sad to say, the person probably died. What I noticed about Florida is a lot of people are snowbirds. They come down, they leave these cars for the winter, they have low miles, they take care of them, they have money. This car clearly came from somebody with money. It has 4 brand new Yokohama tires on it. The body is perfect. There is 0 rust. This is a 2002 Acura 3.5 RL. The leather is perfect. It has a pair of some older gentleman's glasses right there. We do have a check engine light on, an exclamation mark, a VSA, ABS light on. Most likely needs brakes, front or rear. I haven't really figured that out yet. We picked it up in the last video. This is the first time I'm seeing it since then. We have some scuffs and scratches that we're going to get out of the car. We're going to make this car perfect first. Then we're gonna hop over to the second car, which is a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and the third one, which is a 2012 Ford Fusion with 69,000 miles. We're gonna do all three in one video. So each car is gonna need something different, including headlight restoration in this one. We'll do a polish on this one, and then we'll jump over to the Grand Cherokee, and then we're gonna jump over to the Fusion. Let's get this to the car wash first so we can see what we're working with. Now, I just got over the flu. It was absolutely horrendous and wiped me out, so if my voice is off, that's why. First thing we're going to do is go to the car wash. So I don't have a shop here in Florida yet. I kind of have one, but not enough to do detailing out of. The beauty of Florida, though, is there is a car wash / detailing station everywhere. You have to see what I'm talking about because they're amazing. Second thing, I forgot about the lack of cup holders in 90s and early 2000s cars. This is a luxury car, and there is no cup holder. Oh wait, what's this? What's this? There we go, there's a cup holder. Let's take these glasses, put them on, put this in there. There we go. Yeah, not a lot of cup holders. You go in my wife's car, cup holders galore. This one, I mean, I guess that's sufficient. I don't need more than that. We have heated seats, high and low. We have memory seats. We have incredible leather interior, no cracks on the dash. 146,000 miles, although the cluster isn't working right now. This is just a phenomenal. I fall in love with cars. There's no reason I need to fall in love with a 2000 Acura 3.5 RL, but I think I just have an appreciation for cars, and to find something clean that's in good shape, I admire it. I appreciate it. It's just really, does this work? She's a pro. Hey, this is a time capsule. Makes me so happy. Let's go to the car wash. Then I'm starting over, which I said over and over and over. We're going to go to the store and pick up the necessities. What do I need when I'm bringing cars back to life, when I'm restoring cars, when I'm detailing cars? You're gonna get them all with me. So I wanna get the detailing done on this car today so it's like photo ready and ready to be dropped off to the mechanic. Tomorrow it's going to the mechanic. So we'll see that the steering wheel is shaking a little bit as I drive. We're slowing down, but as I was driving, it was going back and forth quite a bit. So I'm gonna have the mechanic do a wheel balance and tire rotation as well. The wheels feel like they're a little out of balance. It could be a full wheel alignment too, but we're gonna try to just do a wheel balance and rotation first to see if this goes away. Now, in vehicles in this price point, now I paid $3,000 for a 2002 Acura. I'm probably maxed out already, but honestly, I think if we clean this car up and make it near perfect, we should be able to get $6,000-ish. Problem is, it's going to take finding the right buyer who wants a 2002 Acura sedan. I don't know, but to find a clean, reliable Acura, Honda essentially, is going to be really difficult for people. So I think if we can make this car really nice and really sell them on the quality, fit, finish, and just care that somebody spent on this car, I think we can do okay on it. Now, the AC is not cold. That stinks. We have some lights on the dash. That stinks. We have a check engine light on. We have an exhaust leak. And then, like I said, the steering wheel moves a little bit. So let's get the car looking beautiful first, and then I'm gonna bring it to the mechanic and have them take care of everything for me after that. I'll explain in another segment why I'm going to a mechanic instead of doing things myself. Here we go. I started that segment as I was coming to a stop, but as you can see, if I let go of the steering wheel, it just kind of shimmers back and forth. The car steers straight, which makes me think it's not an alignment issue. I think it's wheels and tires out of balance. There are little things that I appreciate, and I hope you guys can appreciate this too. I'm looking at this delamination on the hazard button. This is the original protective film on the hazard button. Oh my goodness. That is how pristine this car is. That isn't even broken. This is just supposed to be there from when it was new. That's been there for 23 years. Wow. I know I keep jumping into clips, but I just want you to look around. This is where I live now. This is where I live right now. It is snowing in New Hampshire. It is December, and I'm staring at boats in the ocean on the way to the car wash in shorts and sandals. Joy, happiness, smiles. Old cars with no rust. First step, preliminary car wash. So we're gonna go through, get the car washed, see what we're really working with, and then we're gonna detail it out there with all their products before spending my money on our products. So we're gonna see what it looks like for a $10 car wash before we even dive into it with our own stuff at home. One of the things I'm not looking forward to, although it's not gonna be that difficult, all these decals you can see just peeled off in pieces, not one big sheet. So that's not gonna be fun. all the way around the car. I have decals that are just gonna be a headache to tear apart off my windshield and windows. Tons of vacuums, free detail station. I don't know if you actually saw that, but this is what's so great about this. Pull out, car is washed, right? The car wash isn't even the great or best part about this. I'm gonna pull into the shade over here and check it out. We have tire shine touch-up, tire shine brush, carpet scrub brush, pet hair brush, interior dressing, carpet fragrance, multi-purpose cleaner, window cleaner, rags, vacuums, and air lines to blow everything out. I don't even need anything at home. What do I need a shop for when I have a place like this for $10? And honestly, this sounds like a commercial for them, but it's not. Wow, this is just a car wash. All it was a car wash so far, and the car looks beautiful. Look at this, the water's already beating off the car like it already had a coat of wax on it. Let's start with the floor mats first. Now it has all the original floor mats in the car. A lot of these car wash stations have floor mat washes as well, which is really neat. We're gonna get the floor mats out of here so we can clean the carpets and the leather. Let's start by getting the trash out of here. Oh, just 2 things, that's it. 2 pieces of trash in the entire car. This right here is my favorite tool. I have one in my shop, I have one in my house. By far, the best bang for your buck. Just compressed air. You can blow everything out before even having to vacuum. So get in here, you get all your trash from crevices. So I'll blow everything out of the corner. And out of all the vents, you can see I already have it in my eyes. But we'll get everything off the back of the windowsill and everything out of here, all the cracks. And get in all the leather. You can see, even though the car is clean, there's still stuff everywhere, and I wouldn't be able to get in these hard-to-reach places without this air line. Just with the air blow, compressed air, whatever, car looks awesome. Now it pulled everything out of the carpet, so getting like all that refined sand that is compressed into the carpeting gets blown up and out, so I can use the vacuum, just suck up everything that's been pulled up out of the carpet. And these are the vacuums, so convenient. Again, not an ad for the car wash, it's just so much more simple here in Florida versus New Hampshire where nothing like this is available. There's so much suction, it's actually hard to move this vacuum. And boom, there we go. Clean carpets with nice lines. Next, let's clean these floor mats up. Take floor mat number 1. Let's see. Dirty side down, push the green button, and oh, it even washes it. Oh, wow. I thought it shakes it. I didn't realize it. Oh, it's on wash. Oh, cool. So let's see what it comes out like on the other side. That's all we're reading. We can do this one too. And if we wash on. There we go. That is, I've never done this before and I am impressed. Look at that. My floor mat is wet and clean. Let's do it again. We'll do it twice. So we'll wash here. I ran this one through twice. That is pretty amazing. And then we'll dry right here like that. Now this one's kind of deformed. I wonder if it'll straighten it out for me too. Floor mat number 2 looks pretty darn new. That's amazing. Did it straighten it out? No, not really. I don't love the way the primary driver's mat came out. Let's give this a good scrubbing. You can actually spray it with some solvents too, some degreasers and multi-purpose cleaners. Let that sit for a minute. Go back to this. We can get all these dried and cleaned up. Did I break it? That's it beeping. All right, now we'll give this a good scrubbing. Let's run this thing through one more time. All right, let's check the final floor mat. All of these are dry, actually, so dry to the touch from the dryer, which I'm surprised about. This, meh. It's alright, it's still pretty dirty. We could probably I'll probably spray some black to color that back up, or some really, really dark gray to bring some of the color back. Now let's go to a multi-purpose cleaner, which I don't actually see over here. I don't see over here. Everything looks like Windex. Why does their multi-purpose cleaner look like their glass cleaner? Their cleaners, their rags. Spray everything down in the door jams. I don't really need to spray anything else because it's so clean already. Wipe it all down. Now they don't have a leather dressing here. I would refrain from using any type of like degreaser like a Simple Green or a Purple Power on leather. It will pull the tannins out of leather, especially old leather. And something that's in this good a shape, you don't want to strip it. It looks great. Now this looks more like a Windex. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. We'll find out together. I'm gonna not let it sit and just wipe it down pretty quickly. All right, before we shine up the interior, let's see what the engine looks like. Pretty dirty. Now I can't really wash it here, but they do provide the rags. I would love to just put some water on it, but we're gonna use some rags and degreaser instead. I hate just doing this with a rag. I'd really love to clean it, but I don't have the proper tools and water to do so here. So I'm just gonna use a rag to wipe all this down. I'm gonna let the degreaser, which I don't really feel like this is degreaser, I'm gonna let it sit and soak and degrease everything, and then we're just gonna wipe it down. Overload it everywhere. Let it get really soaked and in there well. All right, here's the engine just wiped down and clean. Now let's put some dressing. I'll use like a tire dressing. Yep, tire dressing. We'll spray a tire dressing on everything. And this will just shine it all up. Make it look good again. And then I'll wipe this down too, so this will dress up all your plastics. That way when you open the hood, everything looks clean and shiny. People buy with their eyes, so if they open their hood, they don't always know what they're looking at. But if they open it and go, oh, look at how clean it is under here, that says a lot. If it looks like it was taken care of, they're more likely to buy it and like the car and less likely to tear it apart. I don't think I even need to wipe it down. I'm just gonna leave all of this. And here we go. I did end up wiping everything down and blowing it all off. So that is the after of what the engine looks like detailed. That looks pretty darn good. The headlights look great too. I'm definitely gonna do a headlight restoration because I think I can make them look perfect. We'll do that later in this video. Now let's take some interior dressing and just wipe down all the plastics and vinyls. I would normally spray this on the rag and wipe it. I don't know why, I just did it this way. It'd be a lot better and a lot less messy if I just applied it to the rag and wiped everything down that way. Kind of just made a mess and I don't know why I did that. Now the wheels can only get so clean going through the car wash, so we're gonna spray the degreaser on the wheels too. Again, I don't really think this is degreaser, especially the way it's beating up on the wheels. But we'll wipe these manually with our hands. And then we'll do the other three as well. Interior's done, leather looks amazing, dash looks great, carpets look great, door jambs all look amazing, rear looks good, carpets are clean, wheels and tires are shined up and cleaned up. Always find a treasure in the trunk. I was saving that for last. I haven't even opened the trunk yet. Let's see if we find a treasure. Right there, let's see what's in here. Ah, bummer, nothing special. Sometimes I find something really cool. Nothing great, extra set of lug nuts, a bag of cocaine. This looks like the deal jacket to put all your books and everything in. Nothing special. And that's it for now. About everything I can do with the car wash. Elapsed time? About an hour. Which is looking great. Now, we need to go pick up the essentials. All the tools that I usually use in my garage day to day, I don't have here. They're still in New Hampshire. So we're gonna run to the store and pick up everything that we need to bring this thing back to its best life. I'm having word finding problems. My head's still in a fog. Yeah, exactly. My head's still in a fog, cloud, whatever. Let's go pick up some parts and finish this thing up today. On my way to my favorite tool store, at the stoplight, that white Mitsubishi Outlander pulled up right next to me and the woman said, I really like your car, 2002 Acura. And she went out of her way to say she really likes my car. I appreciate when people appreciate things. I appreciate this car. That makes me very happy, so thank you to her. All right, I have to get some supplies at my favorite place. Now this is where I go to get like my detailing tools, not sponsored, but like all the cheap tools that I don't really care about, throwaway stuff. I'm gonna go in here and get what I need, the essentials. First thing I'm gonna pick up is a polisher. So this is probably my best choice for the money. It's a random orbit, so it's DA, like dual action polisher. They also have 7-inch variable polishers. They have inexpensive 7-inch. And then to start with, like this is what I used originally. when I started the company, but that doesn't do much. It's just a regular basic polisher. We have a buffing pad, a polishing pad, we have a 7-inch orbital sander, we have our headlight restoration kit. And here we go. For the price of paying somebody to detail my car, I got all the tools I need to detail 20 cars, $256 later. I have everything I need. Now we're gonna go home and get rid of all those deep scratches in the Acura, and tomorrow we're gonna get the Acura to the auto repair shop and then start working on the Grand Cherokee, and then after that, pick up the Ford Fusion.
1 hour later.
All right, time to finish this car up. Low, first thing I want done with this razor blade, I want the sticker scratched off here and there, and the inspection sticker on the bottom corner, okay? I also want the window scraped just like this. You can scrape it just like this. And then after, there's probably gonna be some residue. So we're gonna use some WD-40 on the windshield to get all the extra, or maybe some goof off to get all the extra glue off from the stickers. You can do that first with a straight edge razor. Please don't cut your finger. Pull as you're cutting. It's annoying that it shreds like that. So now that you have all this powder everywhere, try to peel the sticker off and then stick that to it. That way it doesn't blow all over the car. In the meantime, I have my rubbing compound, my new buffer, all powered to my Blue Eddy power pack. So this AC200L is portable power. Instead of a generator that's gas powered, I can charge this up. And like, honestly, I work out of a storage warehouse, so this thing provides power, kind of like my Cybertruck would have a long time ago. Plug my extension cord into it, my USBs, whatever, I have full power out of that, which has been pretty amazing. You can charge it through a solar panel as well. It's been pretty great for me. I'm gonna put 4 dabs, maybe 5 on different sides, so you'll see like I did towards the edge, closer to the middle, in the middle, in the middle. So that way as it spins, there's getting compound everywhere, not just on the outside of this pad. I could probably even put a little bit right there too. That's a lot. So I'm just gonna dab it on a few times. That way it doesn't just spin it all over the place. Rub it on. That way it's getting all over my new pad. And I don't wanna go too fast because you can burn into the clear coat. And you can see how this changes RPM. So we're on 2200 RPM, see how that is. But watch right here. If you look from where I'm standing, see all those scratches and swirl marks? This should get most of that out. It's on, now you go side to side, all the way across. And this is gonna get a majority of the imperfections out. I don't wanna go too far, so you can actually see, if I go too deep, there's still wax on here, but if I go too deep, a lot of this will show in the sun. So if you don't do a great job buffing, especially on black, it's gonna show later on. And although I'm in Florida in sandals, if it was hot, I should not be buffing this car. It's probably 70 degrees, so the temperature's perfect to actually be doing this, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it in the sun. I have wax all around the car that's just gonna, now I can just go around the vehicle and spread it all out, buff the entire car. Also, you'll notice, I know I just talked about this, there is a link in my description. It's awesome, I use it all the time. On the go, I leave it in the bed of my truck, I can go wax a car, polish a car, have power if I go tailgating. Not even a sponsored video, I just love that product. And just like that, the car is now polished. We did a compound and then a polish after. See you later, thanks for the help. Headlights done. I still have to do a better headlight correction. I just used rubbing compound on them. It came out presentable, but not perfect. I think I can make them better. Paint looks awesome all the way down. A lot of the blemishes came out. A lot of the scratches and swirl marks came out. The only blemish that actually got worse. The sun has set, although it's still light out. Now is the perfect time to take pictures of black cars, is like at dusk, because you don't want the sun shining. You get way too many shadows on black cars. So right now, like as the sun sets is the best time I try to take my pictures of darker vehicles.
The next day.
Well, it's the next day, and yes, I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm dropping this old girl off at the mechanic to get the exhaust done, the wheel vibration taken care of, the check engine light done, and ooh, LEDs? LEDs? No, HIDs back then. And also the brake work done. It doesn't feel like it needs brakes, but with all the brake lights on, something's going on, so I'll have them diagnose it. Now, I said I'm gonna tell you why I'm taking everything to a mechanic. The reason I am taking it to a mechanic, number one, I don't have a mechanic on staff anymore. So I don't think it's worth, I don't buy enough cars in volume to employ a full-time mechanic. So I could do the brake work myself. I could take it to a tire shop to have the tires mounted and balanced or remounted and balanced and rotated. But what I'm doing is just dropping this car off somewhere that can do all of it at once. Today I'm gonna work on the Grand Cherokee, do what I can do in-house. So 2 cars are being done at one time. It's easier for me to pay somebody, although I'm gonna pay double retail. I'm gonna pay a retail mechanic to do the work versus employing somebody or doing it myself. It'll take me an entire day to do all the work. I can't balance tires, I can't do exhaust work. So to pay someone else to do it and then take the Grand Cherokee back to my house to take care of the things I can take care of is actually worth it for me. I should say much more efficient. And I have to figure out which key is the valet key and which key is the actual vehicle key, because I have chosen incorrectly. Even though I have a 50-50 chance, I have chosen incorrectly 100% of the time every time I'm trying to start this car. I'm getting tons of compliments on this car. Honestly, I should probably have a for sale sign on it right now with all the exposure that's driving by. So Florida has sales tax. If I was gonna spend $1,000, like I paid $2,000 on my wife's power steering rack, I also paid another, I don't know, $630 in sales tax. So it kills you. Extra $130 that goes to the government, but for the state. But if you're gonna resell something, you can get a resale certificate. So it makes you sales tax exempt. So if I'm buying parts for a car that I'm going to sell and then charge sales tax on, you use your resale certificate. So if I was gonna spend $100 on a part, I give like Pep Boys or AutoZone or whatever my resale certificate, it makes you sales tax exempt. So you're not paying the sales tax, because essentially when that car sells for whatever it sells for, that car is getting charged the sales tax, and you're gonna pay it at the end when the car sells. So the customer that buys the vehicle will then pay the sales tax. So you give your sales tax exemption certificate to whoever you're making purchases for on the vehicles, and then you're sales tax exempt, which is kind of nice. New Hampshire, doesn't matter, there's no sales tax, so it was even easier there. The problem I found when I lived in Florida the first time, though I had a dealership, is I was selling cheap cars, like $2,500, $3,000, $4,000 cars. So people would negotiate down to every penny they had. So if I'm asking 4, would you take 3? It's all I have. Fine, whatever, we'll sell it for 3. Well, it would be 3 plus 6.5% sales tax. So 6.5 would be 65 times 3, so 120, 180, 195. It'd be an extra $195 in sales tax. And then they try to negotiate, oh, will you just cover that? I only have the $3,000, so I can't pay the $3,195. I only have 3. Can you just roll it in? So in cheap cars, I found that people are always trying to negotiate the sales tax in, or they'd ask you to lie for them. Hey, can you write it up for $1? No, that's insanely illegal and not worth losing my business for. So selling high ticket dollar items, if you're not financing, sucks, because people hate paying sales tax. When you're financing customers, doesn't matter, you just roll it into the finance deal, so it's not as big of a deal. All right, off to get the Grand Cherokee now. This is probably gonna be a long video. Now that the Acura is getting taken care of, it is time for the Grand Cherokee. This is a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 139,000 miles. We have a little bit of a dent right here, which I think I can pop out. It's filthy, which I like. I like that it looks dirty. Has some WeatherTech mats, which is gonna be great because hopefully the carpets are clean. The leather's in good shape. It's just sandy. This is the stuff I love doing. A little bit of paint and rust bubble right there, which I think I can take care of with my Dr. Color chip later on. The body's in good shape. Limited, so it has every option available for the year. Good tires on it. The rear brakes squeal, but we're gonna wholesale this car. So I do the what, Craig? Come on. I'm still sick and I'm still on meds. The necessary repairs to make it presentable. You don't have to do everything when you're wholesaling. So brake squeal, no biggie, but like no AC, yes biggie. Exhaust leak, yes biggie. The noticeable items we're gonna take care of. This one, I think it's just a clean and flip, which is gonna be awesome. Easy. Let's get into the car wash and go through this one. And here we go. I actually love doing this. I love detailing cars. Hate working on cars, love detailing cars. You saw what I did yesterday, so I'm not gonna repeat the entire video all over again, but I am gonna pull these WeatherTech floor mats, wash them over in the sink. I'm going to clean all the leather. I'm gonna scrub everything down. I'm gonna blow out all the dirt. I'm gonna vacuum everything. I'm going to clean the wheels here, and then I'm gonna take it back to my shop, house, something, to detail it, to buff it and compound it. But first, let's get rid of all the trash. I should be wearing gloves. This is gross. I don't know whose trash this is. By far my favorite tool. All vents blown out, dash, carpets all blown out, all the cracks, crevices, all the corners of the seats, everything is blown out, floor mats removed, Carpets, again, I brought everything up. Now we're gonna vacuum it. And now we are vacuumed. We're gonna condition everything and degrease everything. Carpets look perfect, and we're gonna do the floor mats, call it a day. This is worth a video. Scrubbing all the upholstery, and there's so much dirt coming off of it. Oh, I love satisfying things like this. I don't know why I like car cleaning so much. I think it's because it's instant gratification for me. I'm just gonna wipe all that down, like so. Oh man, I love it. This is amazing. And door one is looking great again. And just like that, we're done round one of detailing. We're gonna take it back and really do the fine stuff, and then call it a day on this one as well. Now that it's clean, you can really appreciate the paint. Look at the metallic flake in this. I love that Chrysler color. Well, now that the Grand Cherokee and the Acura are cleaned, I am back at the donation auction, which I showed you in our original video. The Escalade is here, but what I'm really interested in is the Mercedes SL 500 that's running, and there's a Z3 right here with low miles. That's gonna be a completely different video. We're gonna go through this. Look at, we have an Expedition with no rust, BMW X5, all kinds of cars. That's gonna be our next video. I'm just gonna keep repeating this, back to the basics, do some inexpensive fun flips. I've enjoyed, and I feel like I'm back to myself, bringing these things back to life. So we're gonna do some more of that. Subscribe if you wanna see more of that. Like this video, because it's helpful to me. Hey, look how clean that LS 460 is. Some other fun stuff here too. Like, because it's helpful to me. It helps my video boost something, I don't know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day and adios.